Welcome to Sarasota History Alive. I'm Lee Gaines, your host, and this week we're making a stop at 1216 First Street, the Sarasota Times building. The Times was founded in 1899 by C.V.S. Wilson and his wife, Rose. The original Times building was located at 241 Main Street. After Mr. Wilson's death in 1910, Rose continued to publish the paper. Now, Rose Wilson was an exceptional lady. As a widow at 33 years of age, running a newspaper, she had to be. She was also an adamant supporter of the suffrage movement. By the early 1920s, the 19th Amendment was passed, and the Times was the only paper published in Sarasota County. So Rose used the power of the press to keep the citizenry, and more importantly, the women, informed of the changes in the electoral process, resulting in the largest voter turnout ever seen in Sarasota County. By 1923, Rose had made the difficult decision to sell the newspaper to L.D. Regan, who in turn chose to relocate the Times to the building where it stands today at 1216 First Street. The building was a part of the Broadway complex, which included the Times building, the Burns Realty offices, the El Vernona Hotel, and the Broadway Apartments, today known as the Belhaven. The Times and Belhaven structures are the only buildings of the complex that remain today, and were built by Owen Burns and designed by Dwight James Baum. Baum, having traveled extensively in the Southern California area, became enamored with the Mission and Spanish colonial revival-style movements. Those design movements played a key influence on the buildings he created here in Sarasota. Parapets, ceramic tile roof surfacing, stuccoed facades, arched openings, and decorative tile became trademarks of Baum's Mediterranean revival style. By the end of the 1920s, the stock market had crashed and the Florida land boom had bottomed out. The Sarasota Times went into receivership. Now, back in the hands of Owen Burns, who had also lost most of his major real estate holdings, the Times building became home to the offices for the tree-ripe citrus products operation he founded. Over the years, the Times building was home for many businesses, but sat dormant for most of its recent history. However, in 2007, it was rehabilitated by D.E. Murphy Constructors and opened its doors again in March of 2008 as Ceviche, Tapas Bar, and Restaurant. Thanks for joining us, and continue to come back each week as we continue exploring our past and keep Sarasota history alive.